Hey all, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kim and I wanted to do my makeup, get ready with me while I introduce you to my YouTube channel. I I was overthinking it so much. I was like, oh, I gotta shoot and curate this amazing intro, and I have to have my makeup perfect, and I gotta look perfect, and the scene gotta be perfect, and it's gotta be quiet. And I'm just like, girl, be for real. You do not have to do any of that. You can just be yourself, and the girls that get it, good, and the girls that don't, don't. But so, welcome to my channel. My name is Kim. I am a 37-year-old home health aide and medical scribe. I'm a part-time medical scribe. I do home health on the I do home health most of the time, and then I do 2 to 3 days a week. I do medical scribing from home online remotely. So, and I am also taking pre-nursing at a local community college in my area. So I really wanted to just welcome folks to my channel. So a little bit about me is I never thought about YouTube. I never thought YouTube was a thing. I never had this, I see so many people like, my goal is to be an influencer. And it's wild that's the time that we live in. But my goal has never been to create content. My goal has never been to be some kind of influencer. My goal has never been to, I was just really happy in my little social media bubble, just interacting with my friends and interacting with content that I liked and things like that. But in the last, I want to say 1 to 2 years, I went through a lot of life changes. I mean, I found myself like searching for something or trying to, or someone or a place. I just really just felt so restless. And a lot of it was burnout, but a lot of it was just, I feel like being at an age where things were happening. I know I had a need that needed to be met. And the need was simple. I wanted to be around more people my age going through super huge changes, spiritual shifts, physical shifts, mental shifts. Like, I just feel like there's like this huge shift happening with a lot of people, a lot of women, and a lot of black women, especially, that are going through like really huge spiritual shifts, mental shifts, like all these different shifts in their life. And it's wild. It is really wild that like so many people are going through this, but yet I just feel like nobody's talking about it. And I want to be and create a space that like people can embrace their humanness, embrace who they are, embrace what calls to them and who calls to them, and embrace just being a freaking normal human being and just trying to navigate this thing called life. And I think, especially since the election would just happen, I think it is really important to create these spaces. And I think also that we put ourselves in boxes a lot of the times. And I think I personally, for me and my story, I was really good at what I did. I was really good. And I was around a very specific group of people. And I became kind of just in this box, and I felt myself becoming more and wanting more and just wanting to, I just felt like I was really in a place where I was stopping myself from doing more, and I was limiting myself, and in a way I was abandoning myself a lot, a lot, a lot. I was really abandoning myself, and I didn't even know I was doing it. you know a lot of things happened. I was like started putting my mental and spiritual and cultural needs to the side. I started really, really, really just self-abandoning, isolating. I was just really just in a bubble, and I put myself in that bubble. And I was just ignoring all these feelings that were bubbling up inside of me for this, what I thought was my genuine purpose that I was supposed to be doing and being forever. And I'm not gonna say that it wasn't my purpose. I just think things change, people change, calls change, purpose changes. Things change. And the thing was, I didn't recognize it, but the people around me recognized it. My friends, my partner, y'all, my dog even recognized it. Like, I was not even like the dog mom that I had used to be, or that I used to be back in the day. And so, but I was so busy, I was so caught up that I was just like completely just ignoring everything. And I was just like, and I had been in therapy. Probably some people are watching this going like, well, why didn't you just go to therapy? Why didn't you just do this? Why didn't you just do that? Blee, 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 blee. But I had been in therapy since 2019. But I had become complacent with surface level therapy. I didn't feel like I needed to dive deep anymore. I was fine because I just was compartmentalizing. I was so busy. I didn't have time. Girl, therapy who? Therapy what? Therapy for, like, we got it. Girl, I see you. We talk. We do our thing. Click, click, boom, we done. And my body actually told me that I had had enough. My body was just like, girl, you might be fooling everybody else, which I wouldn't. I wouldn't fool my friends. I wouldn't fool my partner. You might be fooling everybody else, but you're not fooling me. And so I had a mental breakdown. Straight up. I think it was 2022. I think 2022. So I had a mental breakdown. And this mental breakdown actually occurred the week before I was supposed to fly to New York. And this meeting that I was going to in New York was going to totally change my life. It was going to totally change my life and move it into a different direction. I'm not being dramatic. I'm just being real. I know it would have changed my life forever. I couldn't get on that plane. I couldn't do it. So I made a huge shift and I decided that I needed something different. I needed to reconnect with my culture because remember I told you I was abandoning my culture in a sense. I was really trying. I was really trying not to, and I really didn't think of it that way at the time. But now looking back, I see that I really was abandoning my culture. I had to reconnect with my culture, reconnect with my home, reconnect with myself. So I did it, y'all. Excuse me. I did it. A 37-year-old pre-nursing student trying to move, buy a house, but we'll talk about home ownership and how that is literally designed so poor Black and brown people will not be able to have home ownership. We'll talk about that in another video. But I'm trying to change houses because I moved back home with my family because I couldn't afford to live. When I made these changes, I could no longer afford to pay $1,100 a month for rent. So I needed to recuperate, find a new job, figure stuff out. So I had to move back home temporarily. And so here I'm a 37-year-old pre-nursing student trying to kind of rebuild and refocus and just navigate this constant inconsistency of life. So that's what I'm doing. And I just really wanted to create this space because I'm in this new moment in my life. And I feel like we are all in this new phase. We just had the election. Things are changing. Things are staying the same in some senses. But things are also really, really, really changing. And so, I see a lot of people in these new seasons of their lives. And I'm trying to just live in this new season, find joy in every moment, and then also be really honest. Like, I'm trying to battle and navigate anxiety, work, being in a partnership, parenting, family trauma, and just all these different moving parts and building blocks of our lives. I'm just trying to create a space where we can do that, and we can do that honestly, and we can do that in a way that feels good for us. It feels good for all of, and that's open and necessary. And I think that this is the time to do it. And I didn't want to be scared. Like in this new phase of my life, I'm really trying to like say goodbye to fear, say goodbye to, I'm always gonna have anxiety, I feel like, but just say goodbye to those parts and like navigate it and just learn how to kind of not really deal with it, but just learn how to like, I don't know, just live and enjoy life. I'm rambling because I'm trying to do makeup and talk, but I just really wanted to welcome folks to the channel and like really, really, do you still do that when you do blushing? Yeah. But just really, really welcome folks to the channel and like make sure that people and just create this space and just begin building these spaces, because I feel like we're in a time where these spaces are so needed and necessary, and we need more people creating these spaces. We need more people to just stepping out of their comfort zones and building something, and just building a life and building community in like sustainable ways, in ways that make sense. I don't, and I just wanted to welcome you all to the channel, and I hope that you enjoy my content. And the kind of content that I want to provide is honest content. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know how this channel's gonna turn out, but it feels right, and I'll do it. And we're gonna see where it goes, and we're gonna see how. All right, my mirror's that way. We're gonna see how it turn out, and if it turned out good, we were rocking with it. If it turned out bad, honestly, we still rocking with it, because we doing new things in 2025. The Lord is doing a new thing, and so are we. We gotta do our thing, and we're gonna do this together. So, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel, and I'm happy to have you here, and I really appreciate y'all joining me on this journey.